Hey, it's Nick here from Balance and Motion Physio. Today I'm going to tell you a couple of my little secret tricks at increasing ankle flexibility and just decreasing the pressure off the shin. For example, injuries such as shin splints, they need space from some of those muscles that can compress the tibia. So I'm going to show you 4 of my favorite stretches and a couple of little foam roller techniques that will also help increase your ankle flexibility. Okay. Now we can also, along with stretching, get rid of some of the trigger points and adhesions in those muscles as well. So we've got 2 tools I like to use. I like to use the myofascial release ball by our buddies at Bondi Balance here in Bondi. And I like the wave blade as well, which is also a local company here in Bondi. Good bunch of guys. So let's start with the wave blade. So what you're going to do is peroneus longus and brevis, they come down to the side like so. And what I like to do is I like to just stay on that angle like that. And I like to just add a little bit of toe pointing and extending as I release down. And I like to do it for about 1 or 2 minutes until the pain reduces. We can also use the trigger point ball, which I quite like because it gets right into these deeper spots. And when I find a nice gnarly spot like that, I like to just stay on it and just move my ankle back and forth. Okay, from there we can move into your tibialis anterior. So we're going to come onto the front of the shin like so. And same thing, I like to just slowly bring my ankle back and forth. And then with the ball, same thing, just hit into those spots. Ouch, that hurts. And then in order to get to tibialis posterior at the back of the calf here, I really like to attack that trigger point with the ball. And I come right onto the back in between your calf heads. And I like to just add a little bit of that inversion, eversion of your foot. And when I find a spot I like, I just back and forth like that. So this whole routine with the ball or the roller will take you 2 or 3 minutes. You should never be worse afterwards. I like to do it 3 times a week, 4 times a week. I find that if you do it every day, you'll probably bruise your tissue, and certainly those people that like to do it 2 or 3 times a day is a bit silly. You will hurt yourself, and you'll probably cause muscles to swell. So 3-4 times a week, 2 or 3 minutes, and that'll be enough. Okay, so the first stretch I want to go over is for a muscle called tibialis posterior. Tibialis posterior sits in the back of the calf very deep, and it comes through the inside of the ankle and attaches to pretty much most of your foot, and its primary job is to stop your foot collapsing like that. And it gets tight with people with flexible feet, with stiff ankles. So this is how you do it. You need a rolled up towel, and you're going to put your foot on this extreme angle like that to put the muscle in a lengthened position. You're going to take a big step forward with your other leg, and then you're going to bend your back knee. What you want to do is you want to keep your knee straight, don't let it drift in, and you don't want to really crank on the stretch. You're going to see what I mean, it's a pretty tight stretch. You're going to hold it for 30 to 45 seconds and just breathe into it. So that's the first stretch. The second stretch is for a muscle called peroneus longus. That is the muscle on the outside that comes around the ankle bone and attaches to the inside of the foot. It's another one of the muscles that stops your foot from collapsing in and controlling your arch. So again, you're going to need your rolled up towel, and you want to put both feet on an extreme angle like that. If you're super flexible, unlike me, then you can increase the towel angle. Once you've got a decent towel angle, squat, bend your knees, and you should feel a pull on the outside or by the ankle there. It should never hurt, and you're going to hold that for 30 to 45 seconds. Okay, the next stretch is for the front shin muscles. So you've got your tibialis anterior, which is the 3rd muscle that controls the collapse of the foot. You've got your toe extensors and your big toe extensor. So how we stretch that is, again, we've got the rolled up towel like that. We put our knees on the towel. And for all you yogis, it's kind of like a child's pose. You come back like that onto your shins and just hold for 30 to 45 seconds. So those are my 3 little stretches that really help to increase your ankle flexibility, decrease your pain, and reduce the compression on your shin splint and tibia area.